What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be sharing this delicious one pot chicken and rice. Let's get started. Here I have my chicken already seasoned. I'll do that in a minute. Here I have my rice already washed and it's been draining. Here I have some coconut milk, and over here I have some bell peppers and onion, red, yellow and green, and I have some frozen green peas and corn. And over here I have some herb butter and the spices remaining that I used to season the chicken. So here I have some chicken thighs with the skin off, and I have my green seasoning. And for the seasoning I'll be using some chicken seasoning, some complete seasoning, chicken bouillon, seasoning salt, paprika and black pepper, and I have a packet of sazon. Now I'm just going to go ahead add the sazon to the season mix, give it a good mix, and I'm going to use majority of this season mix to season the chicken. I will leave the full measurement of everything that I'm using down in the description box, so you could go ahead and check it out. Now into the chicken I add the green season blend, and I do have a recipe on how I make this green season. This one was freshly made, but I have a video that on how I make this, and I'm going to go ahead and add majority of that dry rub, and I'm going to go ahead and massage the chicken and allow this to sit and marinate for at least 2 hours. The longer it sits, the better it gets, so if you have more time, by all means use up that time. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this aside to marinate. Now after my chicken is marinated, I'm just going to go ahead add some vegetable oil and some butter to a heated pan, and I'm just going to allow the butter to melt, and I'm going to go in and cook my chicken. So I'm going to cook these for about 7 minutes on each side. We want to cook it as long as possible, almost done. So once it goes back in, it does not need a long time to cook, so we're going to cook it until it's almost done. So halfway through, I'm going to go ahead and flip and allow to cook for an additional 7 minutes. Now the chicken is done partially. I'm just going to go ahead, remove the chicken from the pan, and I'm going to remove some of the excess oil because I'm going to add in some butter to this. So I'm going to remove the chicken and then show you what I do next. So I went ahead and removed some of the excess fat, and I went in with my herb butter, and I'm going to go ahead and saute my bell peppers and onions and the green peas. We're going to go ahead and saute this for about 3 to 5 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and use that remaining season blend to season the veggies. And of course you want to taste and adjust to your liking. If you need more seasoning, by all means add your seasoning that you need, and you want to taste and adjust for salt as well, because these seasons are pretty salty, so you don't want to add any salt until you add your rice and your liquid, and you're going to taste and adjust then. Now I'm going to go in with my washed rice, and I'm going to go ahead and toast this up for about 3 to 4 minutes until the rice is coated in that spice and it's fully coated. Now that my rice is fully toasted and coated in all that spice, I'm going to go in with my coconut milk, and I'm going to add some water to this, just enough to cover my rice. As I mentioned before, I would leave the full amount of liquid to the rice ratio that I used down below. Now I'm going to go ahead and place back my chicken on top, and I'm going to add a scotch bonnet pepper, and I'm going to allow this to steam on medium to low heat for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I went ahead and add the juices from the chicken just to add a bit more flavor back to my rice. And at this point, you don't want the heat to be high, you want it to be on a low heat. And after 20 minutes, this is what our rice is looking like. It is smelling amazing. Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the chicken thighs, and I'm going to give the rice a good mix, fluff it up, and make sure that whatever is on top goes to the bottom and the bottom comes to the top. This is a super quick and easy weeknight dinner you could throw together when you're not in the mood, and dinner will be ready in a matter of minutes. This one, the hardest part of this dish is the prep time, but everything else come together real nicely. The flavor is on point. The drippings from the chicken goes into the rice and make for a flavorful and delicious rice. This one is one of my all-time favorite when I'm not in the mood to do any big cooking. Now, as you can see, my rice is nice and loose, and of course it's fully cooked. I'm just going to go ahead, add back my chicken, garnish with some fresh parsley. That part is totally optional. You could use scallion or you could just leave it out. The food is flavorful just as is. You don't really need nothing more to go with this. And that's it, my beautiful people. I thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription button, give me a like, leave me a comment, and I really appreciate you. Now guys, I went ahead and served this up simple, just with some avocados and some tomato and cucumber on the side. Trust me, this needed nothing more, and I really enjoyed it, and my family really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.